Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Holleback. Joey Hollenbeck.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of Hollerin with Hollenbeck, brought to you by Full Buddy Cast. Cole Street Brewery. Go check them out. Wear the garb. You get 15% off. Go to Bordeaux Wine Bar. You get $2 off your first drink as well. Tag yourself in there. Check yourself in. Same thing with Mazatlan. And hashtag Full Buddy Cast, Hollerin with Hollenbeck, whatever you need to. I'm so excited. Why? Because I've got Joey again. We're recording back to back. Go back to last week, listen to that one, catch up a little bit. This one, we're going hard. And you know what? The second episode is always the best. It's what I've said since day one.
Oh, jinx us, dude.
All right, well, thanks for listening. And we're just going to go end this right now.
Have a good day, people.
I'm going to shout out the Patreons right away, just so that we can just get them in there. We appreciate their patronage. We got Kellen Hall, Holly Graff, Eric Madrid, Adam Kenny, Casey Scott, Seth Loop. That's Joey backing out. Desi B, Cassie Spencer, Amanda Keating, Ira Potter, Anon, Shekinah Sarver, Jared Skelly, Homer Robertson, Veronica Lara. And we're going to have Seth Loop on. He is always not bugging me, not pestering me, but asking me, man, when you get Joey, again, can you invite me on? Because I would love to share some stories. And I got to tell you, Seth, Joey is like, he's so busy. He's like that, I don't know, the ice cream man, right? It's a hot day. You know he might be out and about. And then you hear the music and you got to run in to your house as fast as you can, grab the cash, and then get out there. But you don't have time to call your buddies. You don't have time to go yell at the neighbors because you need to get that ice cream in yourself. And so Joey is the ice cream truck.
I'm a mythical creature.
I cannot. Yes. He's lift that up over the microphone. Bring it to your left. There we go. Oh, you were so close. Drag that across the top. Okay, there we go.
So she said.
I don't get that type of a joke. I'm a Puritan.
I didn't say anything.
Joey Joe. Minnow in the creek.
What's up, my dude? What is shaking?
What I want to do is I want to hit some rapid fires real quick. I feel like we need to we get some calisthenics in.
Calisthenics?
Yeah.
When was the last time you did calisthenics?
Every night.
Every night. What does that consist of?
Getting out of the couch and walking up the stairs. Getting a little cardio up the stairs.
How many stairs are you? At the top of the stairs. You know what my worst part of my day is? Trying to tie my shoes or put on a sock.
Dude, it's the worst. That's why Crocs are so freaking popular.
Dude, no, I wear Romeos, but my left hip is jacked so bad. It's and try to bend it and it hurts. Plus I'm overweight. But you just look amazing.
I think you look amazing.
Hey, thanks.
Not amazing. Or not weird. Super amazing.
Thanks.
Rapid fire. If you could have right now in COVID land. Okay. So we talked about Hawaii last vacation, or last episode where things are shut down. If you could have an all expense paid vacation,
Bahamas.
Where would you go? What's COVID like over there? Do they have things shut down? Are they wide open?
I don't know. I want to go. That's gonna be my next one, I think. Bahamas.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What would you consider the greatest threat to mankind? Politicians, man. The government.
Why did you even ask me that question? You already just hit it on the head, dude.
Yeah.
Government, fake news.
Yeah. Media.
We're
part of the media, though.
No, we're good media.
We're the good media.
We talk realness.
If you were to act on a whim right now, act on a whim, what would you do?
What do you mean act on a whim?
Just go do it. Wait, right now. Boom. You're going to go do it.
Right now?
Right now. Knowing that you have 5 more hours before you probably go to sleep or whatever. Like 6.
I'd go get a Hollenbeck chalupa.
Hollenbeck, just on a whim.
On a whim, I'd go get a Hollenbeck chalupa, and he needs to get Modelo on tap. And I want 22-ounce clips, and I want him to keep coming.
I love it. Hey, have you been there since Megan? My daughter's been working there. Have you seen her? She
I haven't been, dude. I'm longing for her. I haven't been since we went last time.
Friday and Saturday, she works there. Say hi to her. She loves it. My kids really love it. They do say this. They hate it.
Do they ever bring home free chips and salsa or anything?
No, she gets her own food. But Madden and Megan, they're like, oh, somebody else said they knew you today. Oh yeah, somebody else said they knew you today. Oh, they said hi. Like what was it? Adam? They stopped caring. Like before, it was like, oh, Brian said hi. Now it's like, yeah, some guy, he has a baseball cap. Like they don't care anymore.
Some toolbag told me to tell you that.
What would you say that your breath smells like? What is your breath?
Sweet nectar.
Sweet nectar.
Yeah.
Do you like that? Growing up, what was your favorite book? Do you remember? Like, I mean, I'm talking childhood. I'm like,
Hatchet.
you loved the. Are you now? Did you get into Survivor or anything else? Like, did you get into that type?
No,
of...
that's the only book I ever read.
That was it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cover to cover. I mean, I've made it all the way till like almost the end of a lot of books. Like the ending's the best part. Me, this is shit. One chapter to go.
I'll watch the movie.
I'll figure it out.
I was told read the front, read the first 2 chapters, the last 2 chapters, and kick out the middle. Don't even worry about the middle if you want to just get through books.
Wish somebody would have told me that. Me, my favorite book it's called Cliff Notes.
Is that
no actual Cliff Notes? I read the shit out of those.
Who would you cast for the before and after picture of a weight loss program? But who do we know?
Me?
No.
Me?
No. Who would you cast? You know 2 people that we know. Who you going with the before? Who you going with the after picture?
I don't necessarily understand.
Basically, you'd be like, Travis, you're obviously the before picture, and then we're gonna say Mike Martinez is the after picture because he's a heartthrob. He's got a full head of hair.
So do I.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. No, you do. It's hard. It's a.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
His hair's short.
I'm just saying. Like when I went to the beach and I saw some of the seaweed like roll up, like just kind of those rat nest up things, kind of get up caught up like a fishing lines get caught up in there, and I thought that looks like Joey's hair.
Me?
Yeah.
Bitch, I have hair. You don't have a leg to stand on when it comes to hair talk.
That's why I can make fun of it. Feels good.
My head of hair looks like your back hair. If you shaved your back, people would be like, damn, Trav lost a lot of weight. You got a full afro on your back, dude. It makes you look puffy, but you're not, really.
But you're not. Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Travis, why is he wearing a parka in the summer underneath his t-shirt? Why has he got a hoodie underneath his t-shirt right now?
That's coming back?
I've always aspired to be the guy at the Mariners or NASCAR races, Mariners game, where they just carve their favorite player in the back of their back hair.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What do you do every day that would surprise most people?
I floss my teeth every day.
Those chompers are always looking bright too.
Always. I floss every night before bed. Brush 2 times a day and mouthwash.
So that's what you do every day.
You know what's crazy?
That is surprising.
I got into I actually got in the habit of flossing every single day in college, which is crazy, right? So I came back from college, went to the dentist, Bergstrom's, and they were like, hey, it looks like you have a start of a possible cavity. And I had like 1 cavity in my life ever.
Right. So it's like getting an F almost.
Yeah. And I was like, not going to happen. And no braces, no nothing. Just got this little stray hand gap in the front, but it's good. It's me. Right?
Yeah, it is you.
So I was like, shit, what do I have to do? And she was like, make sure you floss every night, brush twice a day, rinse. I'm like, okay. Started doing it and never stopped, dude. I freak out if I don't floss my teeth. Like I freak out.
Does it feel itchy? Like what is it? Like
I can floss my teeth in probably 10 seconds. I'm so good at it now.
And are your gums just as tough as freaking?
Yeah, like this concrete you're standing on.
Yeah,
or sitting on.
When do you go to have you gone on? When was the last time you went to the dentist?
I should probably go just like get a cleaning. But like last time I did it, the only reason I haven't gone to get a cleaning or anything is because last time I went, like the cleaning was like 10 minutes. They're like, you take amazing care of your teeth. We don't have to worry about it. And I was like, okay, I'm not coming back here then.
Here's $300. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for telling me that. That was amazing.
At least I got to do the Where's Waldo books.
I even bought one of those little like plaque remover, like not the scraper, but like its actual machine. In the past, I've had it.
Yeah.
And like, cause like where your saliva glands come, like where you like spit.
Why are you not a dentist?
I don't like other people's mouth. I just like my mouth.
Okay.
But
the
like
saliva
where your
glands, yeah.
saliva glands come through,
Yeah.
that's where like plaque will build up, just because it's just. So a dentist told me that one time, and so I was like, okay. So when they're using the little zzz and like all that stuff in between your teeth,
They're popping those out.
well,
grinding.
it just grinds it out. So and flossing every night helps that. So then no plaque build up in between the teeth as well.
Wow.
And then I bought one of these little things on Amazon years ago, and I just like grind my own, like if there's ever any plaque buildup. And so anytime there's plaque in my teeth, I can feel it, and so I can get it out. I'm like my own at-home dentist, DIY.
I'm impressed.
Thanks.
I am really impressed.
Okay.
What do you do? What do you not do? What like every day that would surprise people? Like most people would probably do this, but you don't.
Don't do?
Yeah. Like most people would like what? Like they'd probably set their alarm. Do you wake up whenever? Do you shower at night when most people shower in the morning?
No, I shower in the morning.
Do you?
I like where everybody else gets on like Instagram and like social media.
Yeah.
I usually wake up if I have time. You're right. If it's like a lazy day or whatever, I wake up and most people jump on social media. I jump on Pinterest and I look up recipes and like different things and like things that will inspire me. One thing that I probably do that most people don't do is when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I start thinking about, obviously my day and what I got to do, right? But one of the first things I start like doing is thinking about what I'm cooking for the night.
Now,
And like what sounds good to me and like how I'm going to do it, or if I'm going to try something new or, something like that. So I always am like looking at recipes and like things to inspire me.
so when you pick that, when you know, okay, I'm going to make this, do you work backwards? Like, okay, so I want to eat by 6 p.m. This is what I want to, or do you just go, okay,
No,
I need to
never
start
put
this?
a time frame on it.
Okay.
I just know 99% of the time what I'm going to make. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like if I know what I'm going to make and I have the stuff, or I'll go to the store and get the stuff, then it's go time whenever I want to do it.
Do you ever do an off day? We're like, okay, you know what? Today's going to be an off day. I'm too busy. So we're
Straight snacks or leftovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All the
Okay.
time. What?
I like you.
Good.
Ooh.
Good.
Ooh, this is a good question.
Ooh. What is it?
No, I don't want to ask it.
Oh, go on. I want to hear it.
What is the most important / amazing thing ever done by one of your ancestors? Do you know a story that maybe someone came over from, or they were living down and then they hit the Dust Bowl, or maybe they killed maybe they were wow. I feel like you look like, yeah, okay. I could picture.
Dude, my dad's adopted. I don't know much about anything on his side.
You look like Tanner from whatever from Back to the Future 3. You look like
Tanner.
the main guy, the Biff. You look like Biff a little bit. The cowboy version of him.
I've never seen that movie. I've seen Back to
The
the Future,
first one.
the first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. You don't
And
look like him.
He had a buzz cut and
Yeah.
blonde hair. And
Yeah. You kind of
like,
yeah.
that's definitely not me.
That's not you.
I'm good looking. I don't age, and I'm happy. Is it okay to say that?
Yeah, you can say whatever the frick you want. I'll listen to half the stuff you say.
I'm not even listening.
Nicest thing anyone has ever bought you.
Nicest thing anybody's ever bought me?
Yeah.
Still pretty pumped about that Huffy I got back in the day, dude.
That Huff.
White,
The Huff Master.
White, mag wheels, pegs. Had the rotor on it so you could go 360 on the handlebars. I used to be able to bunny hop with that thing on damn near a football field.
Bunny hop. I remember bunny hopping.
Oh, dude.
Bunny hopping.
Dude, like hit a bunny hop and then kick out a little bit. Kick that back wheel to the right or left a little bit.
I like these. I like these questions.
Yeah.
I like to learn about you, Joey. You always bring something that I don't ever expect. Now, do you go for the funny? Do you go for the joke? Do you go for the ha-ha? Or are these legit and they just happen to be very entertaining and funny as well?
It's all legit. I don't lie.
I know you don't. What I was saying, like, do you like the Huffy, but you're still amped with that Huffy.
The Huffy's sweet, dude.
When you got it, how old were you when you got it?
Or like 5th or 6th grade.
And when you saw it and you knew it was yours.
Okay, so let me paint the picture.
Thank you.
So one thing about, and it's, so my mom would legit, she was the hardest worker, right? But she would work her butt off all year long. Christmas time, I mean, there was 5 of us, right? So we used to walk out Christmas morning, and we didn't have that big of a house, dude. And our living room was like, dude, in my mind and my vision, like the tree was like one of those little 3-inch trees, and the presents were like 20 feet out all the way around. I was like, this is insane. Yeah. And then she would work all year and pay it off and do it again every single year. So like our Christmases were amazing. You know, we didn't get a ton like throughout life, like in general necessarily, except for the essentials, but Christmas time it was on. And like, so she would like, but then the bikes would all be set up, you know, me and my brothers would all have bikes, and it was sweet, dude. But that Huffy bike was dynamite. Just my fat ass out there, just so chubby, just riding around, cheeks flapping in the wind at like 7 a.m. 7 a.m. on Christmas morning because we got up at 3:30 to open presents.
Cold as shit.
Yeah, cold as shit. Me with my shirt off.
No one wanting to mess with you. Looking like you came out of Mad Max.
Just plaid pajama pants on. Just nothing but teeth. Little chubby bitch tits just floating in the wind.
Just floating.
I'm just kidding.
That's funny.
What about you?
You know, the best thing someone's ever bought me, Jamie's always good. You know, like Jamie, I feel like has bought me some cool things, but something memorable, I was going to say, people have taken care of me when it comes to sports, like sporting events. My uncle bought me we went to the first game at Key Arena, the home game for the Sonics. That was pretty sweet. I got to go to the Seahawks versus Niners conference championship, where the Sherman and the Tip there. That was by Landon. He just took me. He needed a person. Those tickets you could probably sell for
big money. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had some buddies who were doing it. I know.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. I've had people just bless me with just stuff. I don't know. I mean, nothing that just kind of super jumps out at me, because they all kind of jump out at me.
Yeah,
but
I feel that. I could go on for hours,
yeah,
like about cool things that special people have gotten me. But
I think we've talked about this in the past, just because we probably did some Christmas episode about what was your best gift. But my best Christmas gift was an adjustable hoop when I was in 6th grade, and where you could go from 7 feet to 10 feet,
dunk,
and just dunk. But the thing is, when
let's be real, you weren't dunking on 7 feet.
I was dunking on 7. I was dominating.
I've seen you jump. I've seen you jump.
I got pictures of it. I was just crying.
Oh my gosh, he just cleared a paperclip.
Dude, I remember dunking on 9 feet. I could never dunk on 10 feet, but I remember dunked on 9 feet, and that was like an amazing moment.
Dude, I could barely dunk on 10 feet, and now I can
touch the net.
I can stand and touch the bottom of the net, and I can't, and like hold on to the bottom of the net with my arm fully extended, but I can't get the ball over, like, what is it, 18 inches? Like, yeah, that's my vert right now. That guy's an athlete.
He knows what he's doing.
Oh man, that guy used to play football. That guy's an athlete. Watch him dunk this ball. Me just dunk straight into the bottom of the net.
If you could have dinner with 4 people from the 1980s, and they could be real, okay, they could be a character in a movie, cartoon. 4 people from the 1980s era. Who are you sitting down and cooking for and breaking bread with?
1980s.
Like, I'm going Michael Jackson for sure.
I'm going. You ready for this?
I'm super ready for this.
Brian Bosworth.
Ooh.
Actually, 80s.
That was 80s.
I'm going Bosworth.
Yeah.
I'm going Richard Pryor.
That's a good one. It's a really good one.
I'm going Sam Kinison.
He was hilarious.
I'm going Sam Kinison, and
I like you got some comedians down there.
Yeah, I love comedians. And my mom.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yep,
so sweet. I'm not doing Michael Jackson's no, because I'll be in his. I mean, he's not looking at the food. He's looking at me at that table.
you. Well, I had drinks with Michael Jackson. Now I'm at Neverland.
Bill Cosby.
Now I'm
Michael Jackson.
Now I'm at Neverland. And Bill Cosby's mixing his cocktails.
No, I would, if I could, I was a big fan of the Ghostbusters, so I'd probably have probably all 4 Ghostbusters. I probably legit would, but I would probably
Dan Aykroyd. So what's up, kid? You? I don't know.
I don't know. Busting into ghosts.
Was that ghost real? Is that? Can you? What is that slime made out of?
Oh no, I would.
That sounds awesome.
No, yeah.
Is that ghost pack real on your back?
I would probably have now looking back, I would probably have Pee Wee Herman, Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, and
Ted Bundy. It would have been epic.
It would have been legit. Oh. All right, moving on to the next one.
What is this episode just
random
loaded questions?
Loaded questions.
That's all, okay.
What do you want to talk about?
No, I like it. Let's go.
We learn about you.
We usually shoot off the hip, but let's go.
This is shooting off the hip.
Give me one more.
One more? What, you just living your life?
Yeah, I'm living. Yep. Turns out I am living my life.
Not anymore.
What are you doing? Just living your life? Me? Well,
Yeah.
Trying to here, bud.
We could talk about something else.
No, go ahead. Give me another one.
I feel like these are like passive aggressive. No, go ahead. No, yeah, sure. No, yeah,
give it to me.
No, this is great. This is awesome. What would it take for you to trust someone you just met? You just met them. And
you got to do something to earn my trust.
Yeah. So what is it? Like, how are you gonna, like a person calls you up and is like, "Hey, I want to work for you," or there's
that's funny. It's funny you say that because
okay.
I had a guy do that.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, you know how you gain my trust?" He called me and said, "Hey, I see you guys on job sites every single day. I do X, Y, and Z." He goes, "I want to work for you." I said, "Okay." I said, "Give me your background." He did. And he goes, "I'll be the best employee you've ever had." He goes, "I'll work harder. I'll put in the time and I will work my way up the ranks." He goes, "I want to be your number one guy." So he told me. And I go, talk is cheap, basically, right? In my head, I'm thinking this.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I said, "I'll give you a call back." Didn't call him back. Like, we were too busy. Like, we didn't have, we were in the process of getting ready to get another truck, and calls me again. "Hey, just checking in with you." Persistent. checking in with me. My guys start coming back from the jobs during the day. Like, "Hey, this kid came up to us and he's like, introduced himself to us, wants to work here, asked about the company, from A to Z type of deal." And I'm like, okay. And I was like, "Hey, let's meet for lunch." After like a month and a half, like, let's grab lunch, let's grab a bite. Or, he's like, "My schedule's really crazy. I'm working 12 to 16 hour days every day for this other company." And I'm like, "Dude, you can't even do that. You're not even supposed to be able to do that." He's like, "I know, but like, I don't have any health insurance, and this company, I make good money, but it sucks." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Meet me for lunch." "Okay, but my schedule's so crazy." I'm like, "Okay, I'll meet you Saturday morning for breakfast. This is where we're meeting. Meet me there." Walk in, he's already sitting there, like, full postured up, like, ready to go. And I'm just like, "Let me buy you breakfast. Let's chat. Let's cut it up. Let's break some bread." We did. And I was like, "You're hired. You're hired." And this guy is damn good, dude. And he came to me. That's how you earn my trust. Like, in a situation like that, like,
right.
That's the scenario you gave me, right? But like some Joe Blow, like if I was at a bar somewhere, this happened. Not that I go to bars, but if I were at a bar and it's happened before, I was just telling somebody a story about this the other day. I was at.
Can I time out real quick?
Yeah.
"Oh, hey, we just shoot from the hip. Oh, hey, what did you do? Loaded questions every time?" You just gave a golden story just right there. It was a golden ass story, and now you're gonna hit another golden ass story right now. Okay? Sorry for asking questions that are golden-ass questions, leading to golden-ass stories.
You want to gain my trust? This is how you do it.
Okay.
I'm with the Seahawks off season, and me and one of my buddies, who's not very big, smaller, like 5'2" type guy. I don't want to drop his name.
Right.
Gets a couple cocktails in him, he gets wild, right? So we go to Westport. He loves the boogie board, surf the whole night. We're hitting surf shops. We're in the ocean, whatever. So we start asking around, like, where's cool bar? You know, you have like the tourist bars. And we're like, where are the real bars at? They're like, go to this bar. So we go to this bar. These dudes fresh off the boat, like fishing boats. Alaska.
Hard dudes.
This guy gets tanked with me and starts freaking out.
Like, what do you mean?
Somebody's messing with him in the bathroom. Somebody was messing with him when he went to take a piss.
Talking shit. And...
Yeah, this and that. And so he starts getting, he's riled up, comes out of the bathroom like a fucking bowling ball, like crazy.
Ready to roll.
And I'm like, dude, calm down. I'm like, it's just you and I. I'm like, there's 50 dudes in here. And they probably all know each other really well.
Right.
Or at least somewhat, you know? I'm like, we gotta get out of here. So we leave, go to this other like little spot just down the road. And it was small. The bar was super small. There's a restaurant, but the bar, you walked through a door and it was probably as wide as
the pod room.
The pod room. So about 8 foot wide.
Yeah.
And there was a bar at 4 foot. Then you sat, the bar probably came out 4 foot, half the width. And then there's bar stools, and then there's like enough room for one person to walk behind, like at this place, right? So we're bellied up we're sitting at the bar. Huge gravel parking lot outside, like 10 cars pulling. I'm like, I go, dude. I go, we can hold our own for a little bit. There's no way we can fight freaking 20 dudes.
You think they're coming after you right
now?
They
were.
Oh.
They were coming. I'm like, there's no way. So me in my head, I'm like not scared, but I'm like, I'm gonna get my ass beat. We're gonna get boots to the head tonight. This is gonna be ugly. This is gonna suck, dude. I'm like, you just got us in a fucking shitstorm. And I'm like, okay. So we're sitting there, and a couple of them start filtering in and like walking behind us. You know, like I said, there's like 2 foot behind us where there's a wall, and they're walking through. Not necessarily me, but they know that we're together, right? And I'm like, I go, dude, this is what's gonna happen. I was like. And the bar is the bar is bellied up. Like people are sitting at the bar.
There's already people there.
Yeah. There's one dude that's in there, and he's probably 2 or 3 inches taller than me. Long black hair, Eskimo dude, cowboy boots on. Big dude. And I'm like, I don't say a word to the guy, nothing. Like I saw him right when we walked in. I'm like, hope he's not with them, you know?
Yeah.
And I never thought about him again.
Right.
And so we're sitting at the bar, and these guys start, like, a couple of them start shuffling in and, like, lingering. And I'm like, I look at them and I go, hey, this is what we're doing. I said, you and I are walking outside. And I said, as soon as we walk out that door, I said, you start swinging and don't stop. I said, I'm going to do everything I can. I said, we're going to get our asses beat, but let's take out as many as we can as we go. He's like, all right. We start walking, and this is after 30 minutes of us knowing the inevitable is going to go down, right? And I'm like, there's no way to get out of here. And not that I'm a guy that would run anyways, but when there's 20 dudes and there's 2 of us, it's a different story.
Right.
So I'm like, we got to go. I'm like, let's do it. And I'm like literally like full beast mode, animal mode. Like I'm like fully like my eyes probably have changed colors at this point, and I'm like ready to go. I'm like, I know what's going to happen, right? So I'm like, walking out the door, push open the door. He comes behind me. Eskimo guy comes behind me too. He goes, any of you motherfuckers mess with these 2 guys, you mess with me. And everybody got in their cars and left. Tell me that wasn't a guardian angel right there, dude. They got in their cars and left.
Wow.
And I'm like, who are you? And he's like, I got you, man. He's like, let's go down to this other bar. Go to this other bar down the road. It was a bar, but it wasn't like it was like a hopping bar or anything like that.
Right.
Word had already got out to every bar that these guys were looking for us. So me, my buddy, and this Eskimo dude walk into this bar. As soon as we walk into the bar, old timer shooting pool, breaks his pool stick down, keeps the fat end with him, sits down at the bar and keeps it on his lap.
Just in case.
Because he thinks that this thing's going down.
Yeah.
And never saw any of those other guys ever again. And the Eskimo guy's like, hey, here's my number. Give me a call tomorrow. Call him tomorrow. Call him the next day. He's like, hey, I own a boat out here. He's like, come through. Gave me like 4 cases of crab. He's like, what do you do? I'm like, I play for the Seahawks. He's like, no shit. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I go, you want tickets? He's like, yeah. So I would leave will call tickets for him at every home game, and he would send me like 4 to 6 cases of Alaskan king crab. Dude, that's how you gain my trust.
Oh my god.
That's a crazy story, right?
That is a great story. That's a golden ass story.
Yeah.
Oh,
all from loaded questions.
Now are you
Dude, I was scared. I was literally like, we are gonna go to the hospital tonight. We're gonna get throttled. We're gonna get throttled. There's no way. I mean, we could have held our own for a little bit, but dude, you never know where people are coming from with 20 dudes.
Not at all, no. And what they're carrying or what they have on them and all that stuff.
Right.
Especially hardened dudes from frickin' the sea.
Yeah, and who knows what they're on? They're all coked out and whatever else.
Right,
who knows?
So, are you still in contact with the guy? I know it's been a while.
Oh, dude, it's been since 04, 05. But, yeah, we're still buddies. The guy that was with me?
Your buddy, and then also the guardian angel.
We lost touch. I don't know what happened to him. Yeah.
Dude, that's great.
But I ate like a king for a long time, dude. Like, I'm like, serious. He's like, what's your address? I give it to him. And he's like, hey, I'm going to a game. I'm like, tickets are at will call for you. He's like, I go, just bring your ID and show him, tell him your name. And he would do it. And he would be like, text me. He's like, dude, I had a blast. Seats were great. Crab's on its way. And he would literally just like cases of crab. Like $1,200 worth of crab for like 2 tickets I get for free. You know what I mean? I'm like, cool.
Oh, man.
That was nuts though, dude. I thought we were dead. I wasn't going to be dead. I would have ran, but
he was dead.
Yeah, somebody was going to get beat. No, I mean, I was going to fight. I wasn't going to let it. I wasn't going to step away. I was. When I kicked open that door, I was all in. And that guy came out behind my buddy and was like, "You mess with him, you mess with me." And literally, these guys like
they knew him.
Somebody knew him, or he must have been a bigwig in the town or something. But like, he literally they all got like in their cars and like left. Didn't even say a word. They just left. I'm like, yes, yes. Drive away, bitches.
You start talking crap.
Drive away, bitches. Just flipping them off. Didn't do shit.
Oh. That's crazy. What a story.
That was a good one.
What a great story. You've already answered this. That's crazy. What is the first thing you do when you get out of bed? But let me ask you this. What's the last thing you do after flossing? Like, do you like play a game on the phone?
Nope.
And just go right to sleep?
I don't like to be on my phone that much, dude. I'm on my phone all day, so I don't like mess with my phone really.
What app would surprise people that you have on your phone? Do you have like some thing you downloaded from one of your kids and it's on your phone?
Dude, I got like Mermaid. I got like how to like you can paint nails on here. Me just on airplanes, like just like painting nails.
It doesn't require Wi-Fi.
Yeah, they're like last flight I was on. They're like, I'm like, dude, the freaking Wi-Fi's not working. Next thing I know, it's just like, bong, sorry, we don't have Wi-Fi's not working on this flight. Me, fuck. Just like painting nails, playing Subway Surfer. Playing Subway Surfer, doing like the flip dunk guy. I'll like throw $100 at like this solitaire game, and like you bet as you go and you play against somebody.
It's real money?
Yeah.
No.
You can win money while you're playing solitaire, and it goes by speed and time and how fast. Even if you can't, when you're done, like you hit end and it gives you more points because of the time that was left over and whatever.
Have you smoked people on it?
Oh yeah.
Have you been smoked on it?
Yes. All the above.
All the above.
All the above.
At some point, you put your major bet on, and they're like, "Okay, you're playing against a computer."
Yeah. You put your major bet on. They're like, "We see what you're doing.
You're playing.
The kidneys are here. Shut it down."
What is the biggest advantage of being a big tall guy?
I don't notice this, but I think people do, and people have told me this before. But when you walk into a room, you like your presence, like you
Already
almost demand presence,
Yeah.
even though you don't.
What?
Scared the actual piss out
I
of me.
want to like that candy that you got me from a huge long time ago.
What do you think, that I just have a candy shop in my truck?
No.
Do you have makeup on your eyes?
Well, I put some paint on my whole face.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I don't have any candy. I'm sorry. Next time I come, I'll bring you candy. Okay?
Jacqueline remembers something from 2 years ago.
Yeah, I bought her bottle caps that I had in my truck. Gave her like 6 bottle caps.
Shut the door, please. Yeah. So anyway,
Why was the door open?
because you weren't here. Bye. We're about to wrap this one up, but Vantage being tall, you said brings a dominance of the room, but
I don't notice that. I don't think about it like that. But people have told me when you walk in a room that like it demands like your like presence is in the room, right? People stop and will listen, type of deal, you know. And I think that there's definitely some merit.
have you ever taken a picture of like I've seen this on TikTok and other things where they will video from their eye level. Like if you walk into a grocery store, most people maybe are looking at the fourth or fifth shelf, but you
I look at things differently.
Yeah, so you should at some point just take a picture of it. We'll post it on Facebook of what it looks like from the Joey
Me just
taking a leak. Just it looks even smaller.
long way the way.
You know, I one of the things that I would love to do, and I've kicked it around, is rating bathrooms, restrooms, public restrooms. Like if you go to like the casino and you're like, you know, you walk in there, I will tip. I did it the other last time we went there at the D. Nice guy, older guy. You know, some of these guys work some hard ass jobs where they probably don't get paid what they should be getting paid, right? So the other day when we were at Vegas, I make it sound like we do go there quite a bit, but we went to the D and we were winning money. I had some 20s on me, and so there was a guy there that was just he worked there. He was cleaning the bathrooms. It was like at 1 a.m. and he's mopping the place. You know, he's in his nice suit. He's over there wiping down tables and wiping down counters and stuff. And I had heard earlier. No, I didn't know about it till I came back. But the guy, he took pride in his job. So I thought, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a $20 bill, right? You know, he's cleaning the little sink next to me. And I just dropped a $20 bill next to him. I just tipped him $20. And
I put it in my G-string.
had him fish it out. No, but I just and he goes and he gave me the rock, you know, pound it. So and he's like, thanks, bro. You don't understand how much that means to me. I came back.
What's weird is you don't stay there though.
No, I don't stay there. Yeah,
because they don't come my freaking room.
No, they don't stay. But I sat. But when I got back, I told the dealer that I'm like, oh man, there's this dude in there, super nice guy, and he had a huge lump on his head. Now I thought he had like a tumor or something. And so when I told her this, she goes, "Oh, he got beat 2 nights ago by 4 guys who were trying to do drugs in the bathroom, and he told them you can't do drugs here." And they jumped him. They beat him, took his tips and everything.
No way.
Yeah, beat him, and then took his tips and then ran out. Like no one saw it. And so that was like, she goes, "Thank you for doing that. It means a lot." So then obviously the next time I go in there and take another leak, I go back in there and toss him another 20, but I know.
You're welcome. That was going to go towards my gambling tonight. Sorry about the contusion on your head.
No, but I literally thought he had like some some deformity.
You come back, Jamie, we got to go. No copper dropper for us tonight. No copper dropper for us tonight, babe. I just tipped the guy in the bathroom $40.
Oh man, but no,
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just making light of it, but that's
yeah,
cool.
It's crazy that people just freaking don't even care about other people. You know, they won't get the vaccine or mask. So anyway,
yeah,
I love to see the rise come out of you.
I love to see the Pfizer come out of you randomly.
Just third eye.
How is that working for you?
Third eye growing.
How's that working for you? Well, I have a piece of paper that says I have it, so I'm super good. But you can still get sick from it, and it doesn't really do anything except for it can kill me. And and now they know where I go every day, which is amazing.
I would love to see you.
I got this weird bump underneath my arm. And it keeps moving around through my blood cells. I thought I was going to piss it out the other day, but then it backed up. I don't know what happened.
Oh, you're making me sweat and laugh. What do you waste your time doing? What do you know?
Talking to you. Talking to you.
Here's the thing, guys. I enjoyed Joey so much, and I hope you guys do too. I hope you guys are able to. I know that Casey Scott said Hollerin with Hollenbeck is my favorite. She's Patreon shouting her out there, but she said Hollerin with Hollenbeck is my favorite. You guys are so funny. It's so enjoyable for me. She always likes it and is excited about it.
We're always dropping bombs.
We're dropping bangers, man. So I'm telling you, at some point, if you think this is funny, let me just say this. If you've listened to this and at some point you've laughed, I want you to hit.
Here comes the Sarah McLachlan song.
At this point, I want you
What are you doing right now?
I want you to either hit subscribe or grab someone's phone and subscribe for them. Grab their phone. You got to listen to this. You got to listen to this episode and then see if you like. Share it up. Let's beat my Uncle Rob, who's got 3.5 million subscribers. Let's beat him right now.
Seriously, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. But seriously, I would love it if you guys could share. If you thought it was funny, share it. I'm not asking for a Patreon unless you're not a Patreon. Please be a Patreon. But anyway, all right. So we're gonna a few more questions. Golden ass episode. What is a great way to act like a snob? And let me ask you this: when you have always been a down to earth guy that I've known.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I hate?
What?
And I always tip well.
Yeah.
I hate. What's weird to me, and I've been around a lot of people that make a lot of money and have a lot of money, but you can go to a restaurant and spend, let's call it a $300 meal, right?
Right.
Drinks, whatever, right? It ends up being $300, and they'll leave a $20 tip, but you'll pay $300 for your meal, but you only leave a $20 tip. Where realistically, you should probably be leaving like a $60 tip,
right?
And so it's like, I don't understand that. I don't understand. Like, you have the money to be able to tip somebody
Right.
that just waited on you.
Right.
Like, that bothers me.
Right.
I don't even know if that was a question.
No, that's good. That's a snobbish attitude. I was going to ask you, when you were playing, did you run across any snobbish players that didn't have time for anybody else but themselves?
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have to name names.
But you got to understand something. Like, at some point, we're on time frames too. And like, for instance, after practice during training camp, you got to be in meetings and your downtime is your time. So when you're standing there signing 500 autographs or whatever that looks like, that's cutting into your downtime, your personal time. And so, I mean, I think that there's some merit either way with that. But at the same time, it's like, I get why these dudes are just like, there may be a freaking 10, 20, 300 people waiting for you to sign for them.
Yeah.
And they sign 6 of them and walk away. And everybody's like pissed. But like, dude, you're cutting into my only downtime that I have. Like, And so, I don't know. I always signed everybody's stuff though.
One time when I went to...
you want me to sign that for you?
That'd be sweet. Actually, I do have a marker.
You got a Sharpie?
I got a Sharpie. Let's rub that out on. If you know
I'm not gonna rub anything out in front of you.
Put that on that piece of paper real quick. Make sure it's good.
I'm not gonna rub anything out.
All right, yeah, sign that for me. I'd love it. Thank you. Hey, Joey, could you send this big picture of yourself? Anyway, I went to a track. With Zach back in the day. Watched Casey race a dirt track while he was in NASCAR. He came back to Elma for like one weekend, Labor Day weekend. I'm sitting behind the yellow tape that the sheriffs put out because Casey was a big deal. Let's see. Oh yeah, full buddy, Joey, number 66. Love it. Super full buddy. You are a super full buddy.
Thanks. I am the only buddy.
Only instead of OnlyFans, only buddy, and you're my only buddy. So I was there with Zach, and behind the I don't know Casey well at all. The only real time I ever had a Casey Kane encounter was when I was in line for like an hour, and then here comes Joey in his private helicopter lands.
I was leaving town to go to
Secret Service. Runs him into.
I was leaving town to go back to Buffalo, and I was just saying hi.
Yeah,
I didn't cut anybody's
cut
time.
everyone's. Yeah. Anyway, but you could do it at that time.
What did I do? I just walked in front of everybody.
You just walked in front of everyone. Walked up, but went behind the table and said, "Hey, I'm out." Oh, hey, Joey, what up? Yeah, okay, and then out. And
did it take up too much of your time?
No, it wasn't. Okay. But it did make a great story now.
Okay, cool.
So if you want to earn my trust, don't skip in line.
Or stand outside and talk to me outside the Rainier, and then give me your whole life secrets, and then never call me again. Isn't that what happened to you with that guy?
What guy?
Some guy was like your biggest fan for like a week, and then he never called you again.
Oh, that's right.
We talk about this on every pod.
I didn't text that guy.
You say that every time.
But anyway, so I'm at Elma behind the yellow tape, the sheriff tape, caution tape. Anyways, I am standing there, and
he just throws
the races have gotten over, so people are lined up. We had pit passes. People are lined up at this gate that's like 100 yards away. No, 200 yards away, and just lined up. So they open the gate because now the races are over, and people start running, like falling over each other to this place. And I am in disbelief. I've never seen this before in my life, of just like people charging at me. And they didn't want my autograph. No, it was weird. No, but they're charging towards
you, just pulling the cap off the Sharpie, putting it on the back end. I'm ready when you guys are. You just shaking your silver pen, just shaking the paint pen. You just shaking the paint pen. They just right past you. Wait, where's everybody going?
What's going on? But no, and so I'm looking at these people just charging, bloodthirsty, and I look to see Casey's reaction to this, but he's watching me. I'm the new guy, not knowing him too well at all.
Yeah, because he's like, shit, they want Paul Giamatti's freaking autograph.
They want Ben Affleck. No, they said, or I think he was
you just sit there with a glass of Merlot.
I think he was
just moving it around in your cup, shaking your paint pen.
I think that he was looking at my reaction to it was new for me, and so he got I think he got a little kick out of it to see a guy just like so totally in disbelief of what's going on. Anyway, at that point, Zach came up behind me, put his arm around me. And he goes, Casey he likes Steve Kinser. Steve Kinser was also a dirt track racer, and Steve would stay there till like the lights went off, signing autographs. He would be there the entire time. And so so Zach's like, we're getting out of here. Casey's going to be here for the next hour and a half signing autographs. And Casey and that's exactly what happened. Just signed everyone's autograph there. And he knew that, and that would be. I didn't even think about that. Like, you're gonna be, there to race. You got to be.
That's different. You're gonna have a couple of days off. Like football players in training camp usually have a meeting or another practice in like 2 or 3 hours. So like the only time you can lay down or do anything is right then, or right after your morning practice. Like when I was there, we'd go in and do a workout, and then we would go to lunch. And then we would have an hour and a half downtime. And then I would have to be out at a special teams practice again and then roll into another full team practice. Our special team practice, roll into another 2.5 hour team practice. And then you're off until evening meetings. But like the only time you get downtime, that's where I got huge into like 20-minute naps, dude.
Power naps.
Power nap.
Yeah.
I was like, my roommate was like, dude, you gotta lay it down. I'm like, I can't. Like, what am I supposed to do? He's like, 20-minute power nap. And I'm like, what the fuck is a 20-minute power nap? That isn't gonna do anything. But dude, you close your eyes, and like half the time I didn't fall asleep, but like dude, like a 20-minuter.
Woke
now
up,
I'm huge.
ready to roll.
I'm huge on it. It's like the most energizing, like the best thing you can do.
Right.
Are you getting choked up?
My eyes are killing me because you know what? You're making me think.
Dude, you're getting choked up. I just looked at him. He's crying.
I took a power nap too, but I did it. My
power naps make you cry?
No, my contacts because I sleep with my. I'll take my power nap with my contacts.
Do you ever just wear your glasses?
No, because what? Because one of my arms are broken off, and so it looks like someone socked me in the face. They barely hang on my face. I'm over here spending thousands in Vegas, and I'm like, what even?
Can't go to Costco and drop $100. That's 5 rolls at the casino. I would, but
going to Vegas soon.
Going to Vegas at the end of the month, and that, my friend, is about 10 rolls on Copper Top. Max bet. So I'm going to go ahead and pass. These contacts are the same ones I've had since 3rd grade. Do your eyeballs actually grow? Do they grow? Do you know if they grow? Do your eyeballs grow?
I think they don't. I think they're the same size.
The same size since you were born?
That's why kids have gigantic eyes.
Gosh, my eyes look like a Caribbean in the tropics ocean when I was born.
Just blue.
Still do.
No.
Still do.
Yeah.
Dreamy AF.
They did, but now they look like it, but they look like the Port of Tacoma. They look
blue in a sea of blood. So yeah, I mean, back to your load of questions.
No, we're good.
The only thing I waste my time with is talking to you.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for listening to this. We're going to do a quick shout outs real quick. I want to shout out just the people right now that are going to grab the phone and say, hey, subscribe and then unsubscribe and then subscribe again and then unsubscribe and then subscribe again and then download and then delete and then re-down the episode. Let's get those numbers jam-packed. Let's break algorithms. Let's make it as cool as it could possibly be. Joey, Shout out me.
Go Cougs.
Go Cougs. Always go Cougs.
Go Cougs.
All right.
Period. Exclamation point.
I don't even know why I do shout outs. I should just say,
who do you want me to shout out?
Whatever you want, bro.
Eskimo guy.
There we go. Eskimo guy gets a major shout out.
I wish I knew. I don't have a Hotmail account anymore, but he was my guy.
I don't have my AOL Instant Messenger popped up right now. He was.
You have mail, sir.
Yes, he was Eskimo guy, cowboy boots, 6'9", 420, and we would message each other.
He was 6'9".
He was 6'9".
I think he was. He was tall as shit. He was big and saved my life. And he gave me rich, delicate.
Not only did he save your life, that's like a gospel metaphor. Not only did he save me from death, but he then also gave me just rich delicacies of crab,
just crustaceans for days.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great week. Take care, and Joey, till next time.
Can't wait
to waste more time with me.
Can't wait to piss away my days with you.
That's good.
Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Holleback. Joey Hollenbeck.